Now, nígbà tí àwa tí a ti pè yẹn, ẹ má bínú sí mi o. Mo wá lórí instruction tó bá fún mi ní ẹ má bínú. Pọ̀ ní àkótán. Ní àkótán àti ṣe àfihàn àwọn tó wà níbí, àwa tí a jẹ́ old students tí a ti wà ní ìkàlẹ̀. Àtúwá ṣe ìyọ̀ tó bá ṣe ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀sìn tí màmá tó wá ní kọ̀ọ̀kan. Nígbà tí máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọ̀dọ̀ àlẹ́ àjọlá bàbá wa Mubazir A. Sunday tó jẹ́ 1981 set. Àtẹ̀gbìyò Silver Boy 1981 set. Àtẹ̀gbìyò bákan náà àlẹ́ àjọwà Anwar-Ul-Islam landlord ọlọ́runwájú táwọn ẹgbẹ́ ìpínlẹ̀ àwọn 82 set. Ìyá wa Ike Salafat tí wọ́n jẹ́ 1993 set. Adẹ́gbìl dọ́kùn méjọ ní ẹlọ́wọ́ àwọn dọ́kùn méjọ tó ní skul yẹn wọ́n sẹ́rù skul ìjọ fún wa kí a tó lọ. Olùtẹ̀fúnlẹ́sẹ̀ àdígbà fún ọ ní òdìdí ní o. Wọ́n sọ bí ní wọ́n lè lò bákan náà àríyájì sí túbẹ̀kọ́ 1986 Àtẹ̀gbìyò bàbá wa jẹ́ ìrádé àgbọ̀nàwọ̀n Muftar 1983 set. Ṣàbá omi òní ṣe rí àwọn sẹ́ẹ̀tì ọlọ́jọ́ kórí bẹ́ẹ̀ bá mi pàtẹ́ fún ọ. Bákan náà ìyá wa Sọ́ní Àdíjà ẹ bá pè wọ́n pè lórúkọ 1984 set. Bí wọ́n lẹ́sẹ̀ parí wọ́pọ̀ ẹ̀yìn náà làbẹ́ ìjọmúsùn rẹ̀. Rọ́jí Tifaya 1920. Now, the 1991 set in our midst, Abdeni, Odowore, Honorable, one down Honorable, and the one bákan náà ayé àjàgbé akim yẹ kí ọlámẹsẹ 1999 set. Now bàbá wa Abuasi Alabi 2001 set. Bàbá wa Aziz Ariyayo 1981 set. Now, the teacher from school 1, please, let's stand up for recognition. Vice principal from school 1, vice principal from school 1, all vice principals that is here for school 1. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pàtẹ́wọ́ fún ọ. Sit down. The teachers in school 1, teachers in school 1, teachers in school 1, teachers tó wà school 1, ṣé kò sí lára báyìí? Okay. Àtẹ̀gbìyò. Okay, now, vice principal in school 2. Vice principal in school 2, Adéyàrá, Àtẹ̀gbìyò, Anwar-Ul-Islam. Sit down. The teacher in school 2. Teacher in school 2. Àtẹ̀gbìyò. Now, I'm back to Mama wa. Àlẹ́àlá. Adépọ̀jù Simi Adami Simi Adami Ìjọba tó jẹ́ ìkan lára àwọn tó jẹ́ principal òdìrẹ̀ school 1 and at the same time the co-student of this great school. All school! The principal school 2, are they around? Bàbá dà. Àwọn ọmọ wa yẹ jẹ́ ká fún àwọn olùkọ́ aláyè please. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fún aláyè. Ẹ má dúró sílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí atẹ́kùn wọlé sẹ́nu pé kò sí ká fún kíkà yìí. Ẹ má wulẹ̀ gbọ́ ẹni tó kọ́ lẹ̀ báyìí tàbí akága ilé ìkàlẹ́ tó kù. Now nígbà tí àwọn tó máa bá adarí ètò lérò. Ariwo ẹ̀ máa ń kọ́. Àwọn tó máa bá adarí ètò tèmi tí a ní which is a debate competition between school 1 and school 2. We want to examine our students, how capable they are. And being part of today's program does not mean they are here to remove them. At least they want to share from our own experience too. And that's the reason why we want to hear from them. Those that we got them for this competition, permit me to introduce Aliyaj Yusuf Fatai, the director, Tesco, Shona Office, is saying, yes, Alaji,
Don't sit down.
Right now, I want to introduce Alhaji Yusuf Fatai, the director. He's saying, Shona Office. So, I'm from 1984. Right now, Bàbá wa Orímádégún. Bàbá fáwọn ọba mi àti bàbá fáwọn ọmọ nígbà yìí tó jẹ́ 1986 set àwọn olórí ló fẹ́ ti ọ́fíìsì principal ní school 2 atẹ́kùnrin àmẹ́làwà wọ́n bẹ̀rù àwọn ọlọ́ba àjọ́jú wọn. Ẹjọ́ kò tí ìgbà wá nígbà. Bákan náà, our great scholar in our midst, hello student, àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni òṣèlú akẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ẹ fi ara balẹ̀ kẹ́ jókòó ni, go down, go down, go down. There's a deal in there. I don't want to see you there, please. I don't want to see you behind the window. Please leave that place. And you go today. And go over. Go where down there. You go there. Go see one. Go see the guy. I don't know. I'm a great scholar in our midst, Dr. Nurel Oyewale Faladu, great lecturer in LAUTECH. Lecturer ni wọ́n. So ẹ̀wọ̀n bẹ̀rù àti ní wọn láàrin wa. Ẹjọ́ kò báyìí 1993 set. Yes. Àti ìrètí lókè. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa bọ̀ mí. Okay. Now, nígbà tí a ń retí ọ̀gá. We want to commence today's program. Here I want to hand over the microphone Sorry, before moving further, the doctor Abdeli Abuasi, the mathematician in this executive school, will you stand up and recognition? As a today, our dear sister, Mrs. Ojetunde from School 2, you are welcome. From School 1, you are welcome to this executive occasion. Ojetunde, come here. Come here. Now, we want to hear from the chairman of this great occasion, Anwar Wahab, for opening speech. Yusuf, Bismillah, Sunday Adarapon, 1982 set.
Sọ́jọ́ ọlọ́kà sí ìkẹrin. Màá fẹ́ kí gbogbo wa kẹ́kẹ́ kí á dìde sí orí ìṣòro wa. Látàrí àsìkò yìí, a fi àwọn gbólóhùn kan láti fi di ọlọ́run. Gbólóhùn náà láti lọ náà ní wọ́n bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ rẹ̀ bá kẹ́kẹ́ bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Wọ́n náà ní ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ìwé ìlú wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn ọ̀ṣun bí àwọn náà ni wọ́n wà ní apá àlàáfíà mi bí torí 82 cents ní 79 cents wà ní 80 cents 81 tàbátẹ̀ wò sẹ́yìn àwọn tàbí ìwé ìlú kò ó ti lọ sí 44 45 years tí a ti jáde fún ìlú ìlú ẹ̀wọ̀n tó pẹ́ fún tí a fẹ́ ṣe nílé yìí. Ìtí àkọ́kọ́ rẹ̀ yìí student lè lórí wípé ní tí àwa sí discipline ní kájú lọ discipline mo rò pé set nǹkan di first fifth set from 1979 set to 81 set tẹ bá lẹ́yìn kan nínú wa tí ó bá wà discipline àjẹ́ pé mo ti set yẹn òbí pé principal àti àbábí ọ̀hún tó kó wá síbí láti technical school wọ́n bí ọmọ bàbá náà dá ó má dé bọ́tìnì rẹ̀ lọ́rùn in person of Mr. H.B. Yusuf wọ́n jí ẹgbẹ́ ká ti ṣe ìṣẹ́jú kan fún wọn lóòótọ́ kìrìsìtẹ́nì ni wọ́n máa fẹ́ kẹ́ ká ṣe kúrò àlọ́wọ́ mẹ́ta ọlọ́wọ́ bá kó dákun àyè tí bàbá náà wà ọlọ́run tó bá yẹ pé nínú pé wọ́n ń jìyà lọ́wọ́ ni wọ́n wà ọlọ́run bá yọ wọ́n kò nínú ìjà ẹ̀kọ́ àfihàn sínú kẹ́ tó bá yẹ pé nínú kẹ́ẹ̀rẹ́ ni wọ́n wà wọ́n lákúrú wọn bá ta fẹ́ẹ́ sí náà bá tún lé àlékún kẹ́ wọn torí pé mo kọjá lẹ́sprẹ́sì lọ́dún kan oníjọ́ kan kí mo kọjá lẹ́sprẹ́sì kí mọ̀ràn ti bàbá náà torí pé wọ́n invite discipline sí àwa lára tó ìjẹ́ pé a rí lò títí di èmi tó bísílẹ̀ bí wọ́n máa.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul huwallahu ahad.
Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad.
Kí a wá tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà, ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ lọ ẹ̀yọ́ ọmọ ilé ìwé sí. Ní ìgbà kan, irú àwọn ẹ̀yìn títà náà bẹ̀rù jù. Teachers ńlá bẹ̀rù jù. Ṣùgbọ́n ní ìsìn, ayé kìí ojú kejì. Ṣèbí pé àwọn òbí àhẹ́pọ̀ àwọn ọmọ àgbà mọ́. Tí ó dẹ̀ yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọmọ iléèwé ó yẹ kó ní ìpayà títà rẹ̀ láyà, not because of your today, because of your tomorrow. Òun la sọ lẹ́yìn nìsín nípa former principal wa heavy disu. Tí bàbá bá kí kùkàtà bá gbọ́rùkọ wọn lásán, wọ́n àti ìjáde kó lọ fíìsì o, gbogbo wa ti pa lọ. Irú nǹkan báyìí ó yẹ kó wà láàrin ọmọ iléèwé, ṣùgbọ́n ayé ti di ayé ojú kẹta. Ọlọ́ọ̀bá yóò ṣàánú gbogbo wa. Níta fẹ́ sí mílẹ̀ ní ẹjọ́, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ jẹ́ ká maintain decorum kí a lè bà ní àǹfààní ẹ̀kọ́ tá a fẹ́ kọ́ láti lè fi Ọlọ́ọ̀bá kó dákú náà lọ́wọ́. Mo sì fi àṣírí náà tọrọ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọléèwé àti ẹ̀yin gbogbo bàbá wa tẹ́ wà láyé. Ọlọ́run ọdún tí a fẹ́ ṣe yìí, ọ̀tá ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí, Ọlọ́ọ̀bá yóò jẹ́ ká ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀mú láyé. Ọlọ́ọ̀bá yóò jẹ́ ká ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀mú láyé. Ìpàtí mo dé nù sùn ilé ni for the past 42 years. I was so amazing. I was so happy. Gbogbo àwọn tọ́lọ̀ ti ràn lọ́wọ́ láti gbé ààyè ga Ọlọ́ọ̀bá yóò mọ̀ kò sí àkókò pẹ̀lú ògbọ́lọ́ ìdí náà ní jìnà sí mímọ́ pẹ̀lú àṣẹ tọ́lọ́ pẹ̀lú àṣẹ tọ́lọ́ láháúlá
Àtẹ̀kùnrin náà ẹ bá mi fún bàbá ní àtẹ́wọ́ èyí mi pè nínú àdírẹ́sì wọn. You are seriously wrong, you student. You will mess up today, we are dealing with you. Ibi láti wá ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbangba, bí gbangba láti wá ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ tàbá ti ń bá ìta di trophy. Now we are here for debate competition this morning. And one Baba is talking, our neighbor principal, Aliyah Lola Abrosit Oladejo, the principal, Anwar-Ul-Islam High School 2. You are welcome to this program. Please come for me. You know, the quiz competition that we organized yesterday is between us and other schools. You are here, and at the same time, I believe those who told them, they told accordingly. They are not partial. So today's program is internal program. It's within us. We want to see you, and then we want to allow the audience to contribute, either in your own school or not. The topic is free education. One school will be in favor of it, while the other one will object. So we want to hear from them. And from this gathering, we have teachers from each of the schools. From school 1, we have Dr. Gani. From school 2, we have Mr. Ayuba. Then from those students, we have Alhaji Yusuf. We have Senior Olimadebu. We have Dr. Brian. And in the extreme head, we have MCC Ojetude. Over to you.
Padà ọ̀sùn ní láàyè ní ṣẹ̀tọ́ ìrọ̀lẹ́ ìgbésí láàyè àwọn mo kí gbogbo àwọn bàbá mi torí tí bá ní ẹ̀gbọ́n mi mo ṣàbójútó mi torí èyí tí ìwọlé tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ti parí so mo kí gbogbo wọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe alámòjútó ètò wa yìí láti ìgbà tí wọ́n ti yẹ kọ́mítì pé 50th anniversary ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ adúpẹ́ fún wọn ọlọ́run ní ká máa rí wọn bá o kò ní bàjẹ́ o ìgbà tí àbá máa ṣe 60 70 80 pẹ̀lú ògo ọlọ́run ẹ kojú o ní tí ní tuntun wà láwùjọ ẹsẹ̀ sí nígbà yẹn pẹ̀lú ògo ọlọ́run ọlọ́run bá gba ló bá ṣàánú mo kí gbogbo àwọn senior mi tó tún wà ní bíbá yìí náà àti àwọn tájọ jẹ́ ẹlẹgbẹ́ mo kí gbogbo yín o a kú àjọ̀dún mi ní gbà wá ní àkókò púpọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n àwọn school one dà school one school two so àwọn tí ó ṣe debate those who partake in the literary and debating activities scheduled for today the topic for the debate is free education to be or not to be. So one school will speak in favor, the other will speak against the proposition. From our end here, let me first of all talk on the allotted time. So the time allotted, one person out of the two will be the lead speaker, while the other will be the discussant. The lead speaker will be allowed to speak for 7 minutes. The lead speaker, timekeeper, please take note. The lead speaker will be entitled to speak for 7 minutes. When it is 7 minutes, just then the other discussant will be allowed to speak for 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So I believe you know who is the lead speaker. And tó bá kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lead speaker. And tí ó sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ òun ni discussant. Then in order to avoid complaints at the end of the exercise, we are school wa lọ ẹ̀kọ́ gbogbo orókè o a fẹ́ kí àwọn teachers àti all the audience máa bá wa note these are the areas tá a fẹ́ kí ní judge wọn ó yẹ ká sọ tá a bá sọ ẹ lè wò ó pé kí ló wá ní tó jẹ́ pé ẹni tẹ́lẹ̀ bí lè kó ṣe tó ó yẹ ká sọ a fẹ́ wo the first thing a fẹ́ wo appearance stroke comportment bí wọ́n bá ti comport ara wọn. Their marks will be awarded for that, but I won't say the marks. I will retain that one for the assessors. Apart from the appearance to comportment, marks will be awarded for discussion of the subject matter. Is the speaker did he dwell much on the topic or is just rambling? So marks will be awarded for that too. Then apart from that, marks will be awarded for the use of language. Thank God we have a linguistic here, we have a PhD in English. So we will try to at least look at some of their expressions. Marks will be awarded for expression stroke use of language. So we won't go beyond that because of the level. It is a secondary school something. We won't go beyond those three so that we won't waste much of our time. Thank you. All the participants. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ọ̀gá tí mo sọ torí tí yìí ò jẹ́ sọ Yorùbá o, mo mọ̀ tó ìgbò lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ sọ ní bí n fi òyìnbó bọ̀ o, torí èmi ọmọ Yorùbá sọ dáadáa o. we are starting from this school. That is it. Okay.
Oh yeah, let me discuss out from this place and this one.
Yeah, one of you come.
So that
Come, face me. I'm set for this task.
So that we don't need to be biased. Ẹni tó bá ti mú ní ó kọ sọ̀rọ̀.
First speaker.
First speaker. Second speaker. Oh, yeah. So,
What do you?
second one.
So we are starting from you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Chairlady, panel of judges, outbreak timekeepers, co-debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow students. I, Oshin Sauta from Anwar-Ul-Islam in SS3 class. I'm standing before you this afternoon to discuss about the motion which states free education not to be. First and foremost, what is free education? Free education is education found through government spending or charitable organization rather than founding church. It is a situation whereby students do not pay for education. I have ever addressed that free education not to be with 3 points of mind. 1. Economic disadvantages. 2. Increase in government spending. 3. School overcrowding. 4. Neglection of other sectors of life. 5. I would like you to develop my points. 1. Economic disadvantages. Funding free education may lead to high tax rates. Individual employment status, other income, and rather than they have low income. 2. Neglecting of other sectors of life, like good roads, food production, security, health interiors. Nigeria is lagging behind in agricultural development. It is impossible to drive agricultural growth and development by neglecting of other sectors. 3. School overcrowding. Students increase in accurate. 3. School overcrowding. It increased students in. 3. Lack of accountability. This saddle with the responsibility of monitoring our education may not be able to inculcate the account results of allocated for education as a result of defension. 4. Increased government spending. Free education may increase cost of government spending. Lastly, school overcrowding. It increased student enrollment in school, which will lead to learning unconducive environment that affecting both teachers and students. In conclusion, with the points I have raised, you will indeed agree with me that free education not free. Thanks for this.
Mr. Chairman, Chairperson, panel of judges, thank you back, co-debaters, what's your opponent in my attentive voice. My name is Taufik Ubaida, I'm from SS3 class. My name is Taufik Ubaida from SS3 class. I'm here this morning to talk about the topic, which state free education should be or not to be. I support the first phrase, which state free education should be. Why some may argue that free education is unsustainable. First and foremost, what is education? Education is the transmission of knowledge, skills, character traits, and manifest in various forms. In another definition, education refers to the discipline that is concerned with method of teaching, learning in school or school-like environments. Type of education: formal education, informal education. Let me explain it one after the other. Formal education. This is the type of education. This is the type of education which individuals receive from parents, members, community. Informal education. This is the Western education which is organized and acquired in plan, e.g. school, university, polytechnic. This goes my point to support the phrase. 1. Equal access. 2. Economic growth. 3. Social benefits. 4. Reduce inequality. 5. Human rights. Let me explain this one after the other. Equal access. Free education ensures equal access to quality education for all, regardless of social economic background. Every individual deserves an opportunity to reach their full potential, and education is the key. By making free education with level playing field, allowing talented students from disadvantaged backgrounds to compete with their peers. Secondly, economic growth. Economic population contributes significantly to economic growth. Studies have shown that every dollar invested in education generates a return of $10 in economic growth. Free education equips students with skill necessary to drive innovation, entrepreneurship, and productivity. Moreover, social benefits. Education reduces poverty and healthcare costs. Educated individuals are more likely to secure a better paying job, contribute to their community, and make informed decisions about their health. Free education will lead us to more informed, healthy, and prosperous society. Furthermore, free education is not a luxury, it is a necessity. By providing free education, we invest in our future, social mobility, and promote economic growth. Let us recognize free education. Let us recognize free education as education. In conclusion, with these 3 points of mine, I hope I'm able to convince you that free education should be. Thanks for listening.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anwar-Ul-Islam. I am in the history science.
Your name is?
I am in the history science. In addition to what my colleague has said, the time for topic which says free education not to be. Yes, free education not to be with this reasonable point of mine. First point, inefficient resources allocation. Second point, administrative charges. Third point, potential abuse of the policy. And the last point, lack of education fund. I would like to develop my point. Point number 1, inefficient resources allocation. Inefficient resource allocation. Free education can lead to inefficient allocating of resources to the other aspects of government sector like sector, power sector, even security sector, and so on. Secondly, administrative challenge. Managing of free education can lead to administrative conflicts due to inadequate or delaying of resources to schools. Yes, most times the resources and equipment produced by the government are less than the students in the school, and everybody wants free education. Thirdly, potential abuse of the policy. Free education can be exploited by the beneficiaries. And Yoruba text Ogun tí a kò bá fowó rà, ẹ̀yìn àrò ní gbé. This is because those beneficiaries, both parents and the students, don't know the value of the education since they are not paying for it. Because it is called free. And lastly, lack of education value. The passive or actual decrease in value of education, leading to reduce in motivation, investment, or the outcome. In conclusion, even research shows that in Germany, free education faces challenges in managing quality, and also in Finland, education policy face funding pressure despite the excellence. With all this reasonable point of mine, I strongly believe that I've convinced you that free education not to be.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Chair, Lady Panel of Judges, Nine People, Co-Debater, and my fellow students. My name is Ogudi Nabi, I'm from Anwar-Ul-Islam. My name is Ogudi Nabi, I'm from Anwar-Ul-Islam. I'm here this afternoon to support the motion. We say free education to be or not to. Firstly, what is free education? Free education is education founded through government spending or charitable organization rather than social funding. Free education is important because it guarantees some level of education for every student in the country. Also, free education helps citizens feel free education in several nations. It is far from cheap. It is free for all of the children of the city. Most parents we are fighting service. It is book and everything needed. Free education ensures that all individuals, regardless of their socio-economic background, have the opportunity to receive quality education. Education should be free and accessible to everyone. 1. Quality education is a basic human right. 2. Free education derives economic growth. 3. Free education promotes social equality. 4. Free education benefits society as a whole. Let me explain it one by one. Quality education is a basic human right. Free education is a fundamental human right that should be available to everyone regardless of their socio-economic state. Free education derives economic growth. Affordable education is essential for growth and development. It is free education can help individuals develop skill and knowledge. 3. Free education promotes social equality. Free education can play critical role in promoting social equality. It can provide individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds with opportunity to gain the skill they need to succeed. 4. Free education benefits society as a whole. The benefit of free education beyond is extend beyond individual level. In conclusion, with these points I've mentioned, I believe you have all agreed with me that free education should be. Thank you.
Well, as we are doing our own computation of the assessment, we would want to inform the audience that we will allow contributions. So, Mr. Dikrola, we will have to coordinate that so that we combine our gradings or our assessments.
Why still waiting? Let's have from the student. Yeah. Why is he still waiting for the completion of results? So we are waiting from the senior school 1 and that of senior school 2. Even the junior. So let me give you number now. I want to talk. Number 1. Number 2, that ball. Number 3, yourself. Where are they? Number 4, yes, that ball. Oh yeah, come out. Therefore, at the ceremony. I don't know. Now, immediately after this, when they are still computing the results, let now endeavor to listen to this student and hear. You are given to 2 minutes. That it's okay. 2 minutes. Now you are given to 2 minutes. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Immediately after them, you are now waiting for the observation, suggestion from the teacher in the school as well as the whole student. Now, who is number 1? Number 1, over to you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges, appointed co-debaters and my fellow students. My name is Karim Aisha. I'm from Anwar-Ul-Islam High School 2 in SS2A. I'm here today to take position that free education is not to be. First of all, what is free education? Free education is a situation whereby students do not pay for education. It's also referred as any education-related fraud, including expenditure on textbook, school bag, school uniform, and so on. The reason and the following way I said that free education not to be is that, as what speaker has already said, economic disadvantage. Funding free education may lead to high tax rates. Even because of this free education, most of our parents are suffered for expensive transportation. Secondly, lack of accountability on the part of our education administrator. It does saddle with the responsibility of monitoring of our educational system. May not be able to give accurate accounts as resource allocated for
Now, remember you are given to 2 minutes. So whatever I want to say within the round of 2 minutes, you are to. Now, the next speaker.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Chairperson, Agro Tampika, and my fellow students. My name is Mustafa Osman. I am in SS3 class. In addition to what my colleagues said now, that free education should not be. Yes, because free education should not be. Let me check out of my point. Point 1. Inefficient service allocation. Point 2, administrative challenge. Point 3, financial burden. I will like to develop it one by one. Point 1, inefficient resources allocation. Free education may lead to inefficient allocation of resources to other aspects government sector. Also refers to ineffective or wasteful use of resources resulting in suboptimal outcome. Point 2, administrative challenge. Managing free education can be administrative complex due to delaying or inadequate of resources. Point 3, financial burden. Proving free education in a places a significant burden on taxpayers, like economic weight or strain supporting a particular expense or responsibility obligation. Conclusively, research show that in a Gambia, free education policy faces challenges in maintaining quality. Also, thanks.
Thank you. While we are still welcoming some of our seniors, please let the decorum. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome back to this great occasion. Now, number 3.
Good day, sir. Good day, ma'am. My name is Novelty. I am from Exit. In addition to free education should be, first of all, what is free education? Free education is an education that students, is an education when students not pay for school fees. And what is education? Education is the process of giving and having systematic instruction. In school or college and university. There are categories of education: formal education and informal education. What is formal education? Formal education is a Western education, e.g. like plant education in university and school and other educational institutions. While informal education is an education gaining in terms of local government or locally environment. Importance of education now.
Let's stop for our
ẹjọ́ torótó náà tí a bá ti yé àwọn ọmọ yẹn sí ẹ jẹ́ ká dákẹ́ ká lè gbọ́ ohun tí wọ́n wí dáadáa.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In addition to what my colleagues have said, and I have to say more. Firstly, what is free education and what is education? Free education is the government-funded education institution that is open to all students, free of charge. And what is education? Education is the first key for success in life. And type of education, informal education and formal education. Points for education: equal access and economic growth, benefits for students. My conclusion, this is what I have to say.
Number 5.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abdulaziz Tegnesu Afolabi. I'm from Anwar-Ul-Islam High School, Tuition. I want to add to what my colleague just said now. What is that free education should not be? If I may have, why free education should not be implemented? It's a question to every one of you. Why free education should not be implemented? As we all know that education is the key to unlock potential. But is it free education the solution? It's the question to every one of you. If so, These are the reasons why I support the motion we say free education should not be. Number one, economic disadvantages. When I say economic disadvantages, funding free education lead to higher tax rate. That means students in low income background they have often lack access to education, technology, even internet. Economic disadvantage also reduce academic focus and increase dropout rate. Second, school overcrowding. It may increase people to enroll in school, which may lead to unconducive learning environments.
Now, let's clap for them, please. Now, while they are still waiting for the results,
sorry, we would allow you to speak, but we want, because this exercise is considered to be more of academic than social, and that is why we have resolved to at least let our students know one error or mistake or the other that we noted when they were speaking. Dr. Badarin also mentioned some of the things he might have noted in the course of their discussion, but I will start by saying or by appreciating them. It is not easy to face the audience, especially when they are to speak where teachers, parents, grandpas, people from different walks of life are to listen to them. So that's why I appreciate them. It is not that some of them don't have the ideas, but at the end of the day, they fail to decipher what they had been at least practicing maybe 1, 2, 3 weeks ago. So let's give them a round of applause for even being able to speak in front of all of us. While they were speaking, I noted, Moshood Saudat, you said inculcate instead of inculcate. It's inculcate, not inculcate. It's inculcate. That is education. You were explaining education is the process of inculcating. That's what you want to say. But you said anchor. So it's not an, it's in. It's in. Even if it is phonetics and phonology, I don't think it should be N. It should be so then the points are right. You are not writing it. It is not in an examination when you are writing. So you don't say the points are writing. The points are raised, or the points I have highlighted. So don't say the points are right. Even the word right is wrong, because your choice of the verb have is an anomalous finite verb. Have is an anomalous finite verb, and whenever any anomalous finite verb has have or had is being used, past participle tense must follow. Even if you want to use right, you say I have written, not I have right. I think you note that. Then, when Taufik Ubaidat, she spoke very well, but she she misconstrued the differences between formal and informal education. She said she misrepresented formal to be informal and informal to be formal, so she interchanged it. So you have to know the education you receive outside the four walls of a classroom is purely informal. It is not formal. It is not formal. So the formal one is the one you receive within the four walls of a classroom. And it is because education is formal and informal that is why people used to say that education is not tantamount to classroom work alone. So you have to note that. Then Ayesola Miriam, she spoke well too, because I don't know why she wasn't the lead speaker here. She spoke well. The lead speaker there. But while she was talking, she said free education will be available. It should be made available. It should not be available. It should be made available. Not will be available. It should be made available. So I think with the exception of some minor words, I don't want to pick in words. So let's Abadali talk about the one in the text.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. First and foremost, I want to recognize the presence of our chairman, especially Alhaji Bismillah from Oyo. And I will do a great injustice to the family of Bismillah if I don't mention this. I went to FCE Special Oyo and I graduated in 1998-1999 academic session. Then I was the Chief Justice of the Student Union Government. Our president then was from Saki. And I remembered when Abacha increased fair price. That time we were buying fuel at the rate of 50 naira per litre. And there was rampage all over the country then. In Oyo, Alhaji Bismillah promised to be giving us 50 litres of petrol every day. So we will not queue. You know, we just go there that time, Baba will give us 50 litres, which was even more than what we are telling you there in those years. So may the soul, get soul of Baba continue to rest in peace. So we really appreciate your presence today. Now, to my students, I also recognize every member of the high table. Thank you for coming. Now, to the debaters, I want to say that our students have performed fantabulously. Wow. Therefore, let us give them a round of applause. But because I will say this, if you can see us now speaking this and that, I don't know of my seniors, but me, as outspoken as people say, whether it's very outspoken, very fluent in English language, I don't think I was better than when I was here. Which means that you have a very good foundation, and if you can build on it, definitely the sky will be the beginning, not even the limit. Now, when the first speaker was speaking, that is Masood Saidat. I love the way he pronounced education, but it was not yet well pronounced. Students, let me tell you, the major problem with Yoruba is the pronunciation of T-I-O-N. That word is not condition, not education. When you go outside and you say education, everybody will know that this person must be a Yoruba person. So, and to avoid that, what was the key? And in an attempt for Miriam to do that, she got the latter part of it, but the first part of it was not well pronounced. It is not education. It is not education. It is education. 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 education is not edu. You see that if I ask you now, I will transcribe it. That T we pronounce as G, as if you want to pronounce George. Education. So please, let's take note of that. Not condition. Condition. Not was. When my was here. When you say was, it's not even was. To wash clothes is wash. But when my was here, is watch. To wash clothes is wash. To watch and look at something is watch. It's not condition, but condition is not education or education, but education. Now, that is for the first one. Then number 2, he said, if we spend money, we provide free education, that other sectors will be lacking behind. It's not lacking. It will be lagging behind. Lagging. They look alike. The meaning is almost the same, but it is misused, mispronunciation, misuse of word. So in literature we call it malapropism, as was taken from the book of Richard P. Sheridan's Derival. When we use a word, we pronounce it very well, but we misuse it. So lacking is the correct word, but he said lacking. Then school overcrowding of school is better. It increased. This has to do with verb, and this is the main reason many of our students are failing. We don't say it increases. It increases. If it's in present form, or it increased, or it is increasing, or it has been increasing, or it has increased. If it is we increase, they increase, we will increase. Okay, ensure, not okay, it ensures, not it ensure. You see, when you use it, he or she, or a simple name like Ade or Father, it will attract a singular verb. And the other of it is that in English language, the singular verb in present form will carry an S. Unfortunately, this student will not allow to employ this thing. So that's that. With the point I have right. With the point I have right. If I thought I have written, it will be with the point I have written, or with the point I have mentioned, or with the point I have raised, or with the point I have explained, or with the point I have discussed. So that is that for the first speaker. For the second speaker, Tavik Ubaida, a confused informal education, the one that we learn at home, with formal education, the one we learn in the school. Then he raised a lot of vital issues, that education is fundamental and it is the right of every individual to be educated. That is, you should have backed it up with the UNESCO. Where is that speaker? You should have, that is a UNESCO law that every child, irrespective of their background, country, sex, or gender, or age, or what have you, must have access to free education. So we make very valid point there. Then, educated individual. Educated individuals. Any word that ends with TED or DED, we will not say TED. We will not say educated. We will say educated, not concluded. Concluded. Not complimented, whatever. Complicated, but say complicated. Is that taken? If it ends with TED or DED, it will be TID, teeth or did. Is that taken? Then he said to drove. There's something like to drove, that is a verb. To drive. Anytime you use to, it must be followed with simple present tense without s. The same thing with modal auxiliary, will, can, will, shall, and so on and so forth. Ayesola Miriam, administrative complex, potential free education. Yes, he said, Ogun tí a kò bá fi owó rà, ẹ̀yìn àrò ní gbé. Yes, it's valid. But anytime you use Yoruba proverb in any kind of gathering, you should be able to translate it to that language or you are using as language of expression. Which means that we didn't translate it. I was waiting for the translation, but there was no translation there. So that is, anything that is not paid for will not be valued. And anything that is not paid for will not be valued. Then he said, I have confused you. Actually, you have confused us because you didn't translate that over. But what you should have used is, I have convinced. CONVINCED. Not confused. Confused. Convinced. So people on the other side will now agree with your line of argument. Now, Ogudere Hafiz Abibi, Nation Free Education ensures, I've seen that. Free education is a fundamental. Yes, yes, you said socio-economic state is correct, but the right word is status. Economic status. When you say economic state, what is the economic state of Nigeria now? Currently now, we are under economic depression. I wanted to use one language, but people will say, I don't want to go political. What we are presently now is economic depression. That is economic state. But what is your economic status? Are you rich, middle class, or poor? The status. Yes. What again? Free education promotes. Yes, we said free education promotes. Free education promotes. Subject predicate agreement compound. You say it's extended. It's extended. It's extended. So that's not like it is extended. Tobatilo is was when TIN you batile tele. A jẹ́ pé past participle ló máa tẹ̀lé. Tó bá fẹ́ lò wà ní IS yẹn, tó bá jẹ́ singular you add S to extend to become extend, or you use was and you put ED at the back, or you use I and you remove the S, or you use E and put S at the back. So with these few points of mine, I believe everybody is convinced and not confused that free education is better than FP. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here.
Now, let's have our doctor. You know, I said that we have the scholar. They are really here. Let's put it together for him again. While you are still collating, sorting, and some other things, we have the following number of people. Prince Olarewaju Oyedepo, 1986. Here are they. You are welcome. Aliyaj Omoroju Ismail, you are welcome. 1986 set. Aliyaj Lukman Omolumo, 1988 set, the senior prefect board. Aliyaj Lukman Yekereke, the same set, 1988 set. I believe, okay, Aliyaj Imran Abdulaziz, retired, Walid Salam. Aliyaja Basirat Asfis, is that ní kíkẹ́ ní Àtíkù náà bravo. Mo rò pé Aliyaj Abdulaziz, I remember the so owó àwọ̀ Aliyaj rántí owó àwọ̀ náà bàbá Mr. Adesope bàbá 1980 ṣé ìkọ́lá èèyàn wọ̀ ẹ́ fún ọjọ́ fún 44 years ago. Aliyaja Kini Adeleke 1987 set. There's many, okay, bàbá wa. Say this, okay, Aliyaja Bolupe Kudirat, member of Yatuwati people 19 now baba oya Aziz Musbau 1986 said, I believe there's no other person I will introduce. Now let me now entertain. We are waiting for the students to entertain us, but before then, let now we want to have comment from the audience. Alhaji Lukman Omolumo. Alhaji. Over to you now.
Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. I just want to take the opportunity to also support what Dr. Padari said earlier about the debaters. I want to sincerely appreciate them that they have the courage to be able to stand in front of the audience here. I also remember that while we were at your own age and time here, it wasn't an easy thing for any one of us to be part of this kind of activities, and I mean that time we do it a lot. So, and one of the things that we didn't realize then, we thought it was actually an extracurricular activities. That's what they call it. Incidentally, today, in the 1st century education, no longer regards this kind of activity in the school as extracurricular. Rather, they are actually core skills that everybody is supposed to have. There are four critical skills that education in 21st century must have. They call it 4 C's, and one of them is what they are doing here today. The 4 C's that 21st century education is talking about are critical thinking. C starts that, critical thinking skills. Number 2 is collaboration skills. Number 3 is communication skills, which is the one that you are actually doing here. And maybe I forgot the 4th one. So, but of the 4, the most important that everybody today, irrespective of whatever that you are studying, when you finish your secondary education, that is critical for every one of us to acquire. And it is at this level that we must do a whole lot about it, is communication skills. Whether in terms of verbal communication, or you are talking about written communication. Today, if you do not know how to project your business, or your career, or your skill, or you cannot communicate the skills that you have, even if you are the best in the world, nobody opens the door for you. You never had that opportunity. So for the students that are in the house, I just want to use the opportunity to encourage you that what some of your colleagues have done here, you've gotten to be part of it almost every week. It's a critical part of your education today, and you need to know that. And to also take the opportunity to, first and foremost, appreciate the teachers who are leading these children, who are grooming them. That this is a critical part of their learning that we must incorporate into whatever activity that we are doing in the school. It must be factored in spite of every exigencies that we could have, that they will have to be doing literary and debating activity or press club just to build practically their communication skill. They must be doing a whole lot of writing skills, which will come in form of their essay competitions. They must be doing a whole lot about literary and debating activity where they will have an opportunity to come and showcase themselves here. It is normal for them to make all sorts of errors and fumbles when they are in front of their colleagues. But it is out of those mistakes that they are actually building themselves. Those who have never tried it never know how tough it is to actually stand in front here. So they can make jest of you, but you never look. Just one of those things that you must know is that spectators, that is those who watch football matches in particular, you know they know how to play football more than the players themselves. So they will always say, oh, if he's in front of the goalkeeper, that he will just lay it like this, as if it's as easy to lay it, as if he doesn't also like to score the goal. So he likes it, but it doesn't just work out that way. So make your mistakes, fumble as many times as possible, you are rising out of it. So whether you are the winner today, whether you are the loser today, it's immaterial. That is what is building you. Some of us who were here about 40 years ago, or whatever years that we were here, about 36 or whatever years that we were here, we didn't know that this is one thing that will be selling us today. It wasn't the course that we studied in the university that is actually selling us. It is this that we are doing there that is actually
now, eba mi pàtẹ ọfún wa. Mo jẹ́ ká rí àwọn tó lọ tó ń bọ̀ yẹn. Ihun tí a fẹ́ kí eléyìí bí sí lára lọ́jọ́ náà ń sọ fún wa. And that is why we make this program to work. Fẹ́ kí lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ yóò ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo àjọ àṣẹ òmìnira mi, but at the same time, ẹni tó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ fún wa pé senior prefect board táwa tẹ̀lé 1988 set. And pẹ̀lú ògbọ́dọ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí, àwọn ni founder Heritage Global Academy in Lagos. So tomorrow, in the next 10 years, 5 years of this time, we are expecting you to come down when we are celebrating another 55th anniversary or 60th anniversary or whatsoever, to come back here and telling us many things. May God help you. Now, let me now move to the item, sir. Do you have any comments, sir? No. Let me now move to the podium. Hey.
Good afternoon, sirs and mass. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol, and let me just go straight and make my comments. First, I would like to commend all the participants. They have done well. These are our students. Please let us appreciate them once again. But some of them, they committed error when they were speaking. The first speaker from School 2, the second speaker from School 1, both of them, when they started, said cheerleader. Are you listening to me? Our students, there's nothing like cheerleader, and I'm very happy that we have our experts here. When a lady is a chair, the appropriate register to use is chairperson, not chairlady. Chairlady is not correct. Then at the same time, the first speaker in School 1, I think she was the only one that gave us the definition of education. When you are talking in a gathering like this, you're supposed to define your concept. What is education? But she said education is the process of acquiring knowledge. Education goes beyond knowledge acquisition. You understand? You see, when we say education, even that term is amorphous, is an elusive term. It's very, when we say it's an elusive term, it's very difficult to pin to a particular definition. That is why some scholars they define education in an etymological perspective. Some scholars say education is a derivative of two words, educere and educare. Educare means to bring up. Educere means to lead out. So education is the process of leading out the potentiality of an individual to live a useful life. So education goes beyond knowledge acquisition. Then at the same time, I want you to emulate the first speaker from school 1. When you are talking in a gathering like this, or in a debate competition like this, if you want to talk, you try to itemize your points. Then you begin to tap them one by one, and that's what she did. I want all of you to emulate her. So that is just my little comment. Thank you.
Àwọn ẹ̀mí ẹlẹ́tọ̀ la ní nínú ìbàyẹ̀lẹ́ ni doctor in mathematics here in our school handling mathematics. I believe we have a good result. Now, anybody from this gathering here want to talk? One. Any other person? Any other person? Two. Oh yeah.
Good afternoon. I don't want to stand on the existing protocol, but I want to adopt the existing protocol. I just want to comment on free education. If what free education is what free education should be, then I conclude that there is nothing to call free education. The founding fathers who implemented policy of free education, they have specific purpose, but purpose has been abused today. Why do I raise this point? The structures we have, the results we produce, will leave us with the discussion or a critical examination of our schools today will leave us to the point that is it truly we are practicing free education? And I want to ask, many of those that they are propagating free education today, where are their children? This thing is a question for us to ruminate about and think of it critically. Where are their children? They are no more in what so-called the policy they implemented. They are somewhere else. So they are enrolled their children in schools where they were not given free education. They are paying for it. But this free education has been in mind of the parents. Permit me to say this, it may be abusive, but that's what it is. Some irresponsible parents have took that as a point. Some parents have seen that as an opportunity of not taking care of their children. Everything on the board, on the basis of free education. So the last point I want to raise is that the elderly people used to say that if the purpose of sin is not known, the abuse is seen every day. So, and that's what we are experiencing in our education system today. Thank you.
Please, all parents are responsible. All parents are responsible. Your view is not universally accepted. If you say that, there will be some people that will tell you, are you now saying that those who didn't go to school will not be successful in life? Will they not be successful? So that will be another topic for another day. Please, so all parents are responsible.
Now, thank you very much. Before the now, before the final result, we want to allow the students, I believe the two schools, school 1 and 2, to entertain us. Let now we listen and watch them.
Thank you.
pé aláàjì wa Ismail Báyọ̀ Fọlọ́runṣọ́ kọ́ wá sí fún ọ̀tàn fún wa. Ní abẹ́bẹ́ tó yà yà wà á hàn now bàbá wa orúkọ ìjà Gatai C2 the senior product boy 1984 they are welcome to our room. Ẹgbẹ́ mi pàṣẹ fún any other one now senior product boy 1984.
The chairman of the provision, all the invited guests, the whole student association members here present, we thank you all for coming, for placing this provision. Thank you very much. The students, you'll be wonderful since we started this program, but we are not pleased with some of your content. This we are going to discuss with your teachers, and on so many occasions I've had cause to have collision view, but all will be addressed at the appropriate time. Let me use this opportunity to inform us of the programs we have tomorrow. Here, we expect all old students, association members to assemble here tomorrow by latest 10 o'clock. What happened today? Inshallah, we are not going to have a repeat of it tomorrow. We will try as much as possible to start our program as scheduled. By 10, inshallah, we start the program. Even if we are not more than 5 or 10, we will start the program. So what are the programs that we have to do? One, we are going to have our General Assembly tomorrow. That's a very, very vital aspect of this program. So let all be present tomorrow. Secondly, we are expected to have an election to change our ESCO members. So we want you all to partake in this election. The association is ours. It belongs to all of us. So we should all be there tomorrow. And after that, we proceed to the mosque to observe Jumat. And after Jumat, we disperse to our different homes to prepare for the dinner. The dinner starts on the dot of 4 p.m. because we have only 3 hours for the dinner. And at the dinner, we have a special program that I will not want to disclose here. And again, we expect some members of the whole student to tell us their experience. Funny, not funny, while in Anwar-Ul-Islam. Just to kind of to review what has happened to us while we were here. And the last one is the next one, while having our dinner, we'll have this kind of cultural display again. Then we have it same time. And the last one is we disperse to prepare for the main event on Saturday. And the dress code tomorrow is just dress well. Dress neatly. You don't have a particular color, just make sure you dress well. If you want to be in suit, let it be very good one. You repeat your bow tie to reflect the nature of the gathering, dinner. And if you want to put on agbada, it's okay, it's very good. And the mood of serving the dinner is by set. We start by 1979, 1980. We need to give respect to those that are before us, the elderly. So let them have their food. So after them, 88, 79, 80, 81 in that sequence. So that is the program for tomorrow. And okay, we designed a ticket for the dinner. So it is based, if you pay, come. If you did not pay, don't even bother to come. So as not to make the place rowdy. And it's not to be embarrassed. They did not allow me to enter. I belong to social set. And we've closed payment for dinner. It's closed. So yes, it's closed. So thank you all for coming. We really appreciate your effort because I can see some faces here that are supposed to be in their various offices. They left from Lagos, from Abuja, Ibadan. Somebody is here from Abeokuta. From Otu. Okay. So and those of us that we are based in the same too. Thank you for sacrificing your time to partake in this. Thank you so very much. We appreciate your comment.
Now, thank you very much, sir. The next is the announcement has been made. We want to from Now let's now listen to the announcement of consult.
I don't want to waste our time any longer. At the end of the Kele competitive debate, these are the scores. Okay. I will first of all announce the result for individual before I tell you what each of the schools scored. Moshood Saudat scored 26 points. 26 points. Taufik Ubaidat scored 29 points. Ayesola Miriam scored 15 points. While Ogundokun Abib scored 14.5 points. At the end of I think you can all hide by yourself. At the end of the day, school 2, which was represented by Moshood Saudat and Ayesola Miriam, scored 41 points. Then school 1, represented by Taufik Ubaidat and Ogundokun Abib, scored 43.5 points. Excuse me. You see the way we announce the result. There is no winner, no loser there.
All of you that are shouting, hey, 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 hey. If you are here, will you be able to face the audience and say, hey, 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 hey? So all of them won. All of them won. So those are the scores. I will not say this one came first, this one came second. All of them won. So I have announced the result. Thank you. You are done. Okay. The order for the brother now. Before please come out. Come on. Come on. Baba, come on. Come on, Baba, and come on. Gbogbo ẹni jẹ́ wa láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ máa bọ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà fẹ́ ìwà dídò. Ẹ̀pọ́n. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀ma. Gbogbo wọn ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ bó sùn wọn náà sọ ní kíkìlì.
Okay, ẹ máa bọ̀ wá.
Gàtí wo wájú ló yà ó tún yà ó tún yà ó ọ̀tọ̀ yà ó nígbà tí wo wájú lọ yà ó.
Now, the two schools were to be at the program on Saturday for the prize. They come on that day to come and have the prize. No loser. So, but you have got the whole score. So, closing prayer.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصيام سنك فرسيبك خويتك خويتك ويمكن أهل المكرم اللهم أنت تغفر الذنوب ومنك كل ولك كل برحمتك يا رب العالمين لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العظيم 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 ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب ودينا جنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين ẹ jọ̀ọ́ fàtí alábàríkà ní ìdá fún ọparí ẹ tó nígbà tí wàá zúwà yìí tó ní àlùbáríkà ẹ gbé wọn máa tò wọn déédé wọn ò sí wọn máa lẹ lórí òsì ní tò wọn ṣùgbọ́n àwọn àti àbáríkà ọba sínú ọ̀rọ̀ wa tí wọ́n bá kú wá sóde ẹgbẹ́ wa pè wọ́n àti kéde pé àti kéde pé ṣùgbọ́n ẹgbẹ́ àgbàríkà wọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ káyọ̀ ìjálẹ̀ bọ́kọ̀ wọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo wa o fàtíà alùbáríkà aliyahudu ìláyè tàbí alàmínà aláàmọ́ni àràìní màlíkì yáwùdìní ìyá kàlẹ́ àbúrò wá ìyá kàlẹ́ sàínù ìdìnnà sirata yemusakima sirata ladina aliyamuta alehim gẹ́yìn magalobi alehim mọ̀nàdàn sọ́dún wọlé bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́lẹ́.
Thank you.